The boys continue to find ways to bounce back after losses, and it's so beautiful to watch. You win 8 straight games, you lose 1. You bounce back with 4 straight games, you lose 1. The boys bounce back with a W today, 6-3 over the Tampa Bay Rays. They win the series 2 out of 3. Big time. I'm not looking to sweep the Rays because that's a team that's very, very good. I don't care what you did in game 1 of this series. That team is a very talented squad. If you can find a way to take 2 or 3, no matter if you play here at the Trop, you're doing very well for yourself. And the Jays did that today. The 6-3 winners improved to 82 and 64 on the year. And it all started in the bottom of the first inning. It's so crucial to get that lead early on. But not only did they get the lead, they got a 3-run lead. Bo Bichette comes up after Marcus Semien walks. Vladdy hits an absolute seed at Randy Arozarena. He doesn't know whether to go in, to go back, to stay put, because it's just flying at him. It goes over his head. Semien to third, Vladdy to second, brings up Bichette, and Michael Walker throws him back-to-back changeups. The second one, it leaves the yard. A 3-run bomb for Bo Bichette. And the Jays are out in front 3-0 early with Robbie Ray on the mound. You feel pretty good about this to this point. We move ahead to the bottom of the third inning with Marcus Semien on third with less than 2 out. Bo Bichette hits a sacrifice fly. In comes Semien. The Jays extend their lead. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Exactly what you want to see. Manufacture some runs. Get your quality pitching down. You're getting that early on in this ball game. We go to the top of the 5th inning, and Mike Zunino hits a fly ball. That's about all it was. But the thing carried, and it carried, and it carried, and it landed in the Jays' bullpen for a home run. You see Robbie Ray after the home run, he's like, what the hell was that? That's just Mike Zunino being Mike Zunino. Hitting 200, but he has 30 bombs this year. Incredible stuff. And now the Jays' lead has now been cut to 4-1. But we're not done, though, because the Jays' offense are like, no, we're not letting them come back in this game because the Rays have a knack this year for coming back in ball games. They lead the league in runs scored in the latter, 3 innings of a ball game, and it's not even close. So you got to build as much as you can going into those later innings. And in the bottom half of the 5th inning, Bo Bichette hits an RBI single. George Springer comes in to score. But before that, Vladdy's up. And they throw ball 4 in the dirt, right? Springer's on the move. It's 3-2, 2 out, right? So he's on the move on the pitch. Ball goes in the dirt and all the way to the backstop. Springer, being the vet and being the guy, he doesn't care if he's hurting or not. He's pretty much 3/4 to second base when the ball gets past the catcher. He looks and sees it's past him, and he heads for third. Head first slide, tags late. He's safe at third with 2 out. Big time 90 feet there for George Springer because that Bo Bichette single was just a chopper up the middle and it was an infield single for Bo Bichette. So if Springer doesn't go to third, you'll have the bases loaded with 2 out, which is great, but that run will not cross on that Bo Bichette infield single. So a big 90 feet there for George Springer, a heads-up play from the veteran. And that makes the Jays lead now 5-1. Beautiful. Next batter, Teoscar Hernandez. So it really didn't matter too much, but it's an RBI single. Vladdy comes in to score. And the Jays now lead at 6-1. We're feeling good. Robbie Ray's absolutely dealing against the Rays to this point through 5 innings. He ends up going 7 strong. Then the top of the 8th inning, Joakim Soria comes in. And I believe he gave up a single to the first batter and then a 2-run shot to Brett Phillips. And now it's 6-3. And there's nobody out. And we all have these flashbacks of that Oakland game where we had a big, massive lead. And he gives up home run, single, double, home run, walk. And it's just like, holy crap, he can't get an out. I don't think he got any out in that outing. And I got flashbacks of that. And they got people warmed up. I believe it was Richards and Mays who was warming up. But Soria, being the vet he is, settled down nicely. Because those were the 8-9 guys that got him. And then you had to turn the lineup over. So it's a disaster waiting to happen. But he gets Randy Arozarena to strike out. I believe he got Cruz to fly out. And I can't remember what Margot did. I think it was a ground ball to third, I believe. So a big job there for Soria, closing that down. Not having to use a Meza or a Richards today. And then in the top half of the ninth inning, Jordan Romano comes out. 1, 2, 3, ball game. And the Blue Jays win it 6-3 over the Tampa Bay Rays. 82-64 on the year. Offensively, not the biggest offensive game from the bottom of the lineup. We talked about in that opener of this series, how the bottom four in the lineup, or 5 through 9, had like 15 hits. They were unreal. The first four only had 2 hits, but they were solo home runs. Today, it's total opposite. And that's why this team is so dangerous. Anybody can beat you on any given night. Vladdy went 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored and a walk. He got on base 3 of the 4 times he came to the plate. Big job for Vladdy today. And Bo Bichette, obviously got the Roberto Clemente nominee, so congrats to him for that. And boy, oh boy, did he have a game to celebrate it. 2 for 3 with a run scored and 5 RBIs for Bo Bichette. Big time job for him in the day today. 7 hits total for the Blue Jays, 8 strikeouts in the game. But the most important thing is Robbie Ray. Because after his last outing against Baltimore, he was really shaking that outing. But if you look at his numbers against Baltimore this year compared to like everybody else, it's weird how he doesn't do the greatest, or not as good, let's put it that way, against the O's than he does everybody else. It's very odd. And he has Tampa this year, where he's been pretty good in a couple outings. And he goes out there today and goes 7 innings, allows 4 hits, 1 run, 13 strikeouts, does not walk a batter. Remarkable stuff from the Cy Young. Oh, sorry. Sorry, a little premature, but if he doesn't get it, there's a damn conspiracy. But a great job for Robbie Ray today. Joakim Soria went an inning, allowed 2 hits, 2 runs, and got a strikeout, though. And Jordan Romano with the clean inning, no hits, no walks, and a strikeout. I believe that's save number 18 or 19 for Jordan Romano on the year. So a great job there from Jordan Romano and even Joakim Soria to get those 3 outs and settle down nicely. That's the veteran presence that he brings. Giving up the 2-run shot, but settles down nicely. Now, with the Rays out of town, I mean, we'll see them very shortly anyways, but with them gone for the time being, we now welcome in the Minnesota Twins. You play them, I believe, 6 times. I believe it's 3 against them here. Then you got 3 against Tampa. And then you go in for Minnesota? I don't know. It's something along those lines. You get 3 against the Minnesota Twins at Rogers Center, starting on Friday night. They have the off day tomorrow. Much deserved off day for this team, but the way they're buzzing right now, I'm not sure I really want them to not play. But it's obviously a scheduled off day, and it is what it is, and they'll take it, enjoy it, and hopefully they come back replenished. The bullpen is nice and replenished. Romano pitched today, and he hadn't pitched for a while. The fact that you didn't have to use Simber, you didn't have to use Richard. I mean, Simber pitched yesterday, but you didn't have to use Simber. You didn't have to use Richards, Meza as well. That's great news. Right, and with the off day tomorrow, Romano will be ready to go on Friday. Everyone's rested and ready to go. And a couple of guys are really rested and ready to go. So it's even better because I don't care that the Minnesota Twins are bottom in that division, that really bad division. I believe it's the Central. You got to go out there with the same mentality that they had against the Baltimore Orioles. Lay a beat down. Not game 1, games 2, 3, and 4. If the Jays go out there with that mindset, look, the Minnesota Twins are a decent offensive ball club, but we have seen what the Jays pitching staff can do to teams like that. But their pitching is awful. So you got to find a way to get some runs. You got to find a way to do a job. It's a big-time weekend series at Rogers Center, all right? Ryu versus Michael Pineda. That is the pitching matchup in Game 1 on Friday night. It's a 7:07 first pitch there at Rogers Center. Look, we talk about it all the time. You lost 1, you bounce back with a win. That's great. Now you start a winning streak, right? They did that before. 8 wins, 1 loss, 4 wins, 1 loss. Let's win 3 out of 4, or 3 of the next 4 games, or whatever the case may be. If you go in there, if you welcome in Minnesota and you find a way to sweep them, hey, you've won 4 in a row after a loss. Big time stuff. So for the Blue Jays, they got to find a way to take it 1 game at a time, but the offense has got to explode this weekend against the Minnesota Twins starting on Friday night. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and enjoyed the game this afternoon, smack the like button. Do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Comment down below. Thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. What'd you like, what'd you not like from today's ball game for the Toronto Blue Jays? Twitter is down below for myself. Follow up, send me a DM, do all that great stuff, guys. The Instagram link is down below as well. So follow up there if you have not done so already. And I will talk to you guys, Jays. I know Leaf fans, Raptor fans want to know when the season previews are coming out. As the seasons get closer, we'll figure that stuff out. I know it's pretty close already, but Jays are in full swing right now. I'll get the preseason preview out there for the Leafs at some point in the near future here before the first preseason game against Montreal. But until then, Jays Edition on Friday night, Ryu versus Pineda, 7:07 first pitch there at Rogers Center. Got to do a job on the weekend series against Twins, all right? So you know what, guys? Thank you so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and the ball game today. We'll talk to you guys then.